What's happening, party people, and welcome to another episode of the Randy Tone Show. Matter of fact, let me change that. Just for tonight, the Randy Tone Show, we rocking. Y'all see our homegirl. You know I got my homeboy off to my left. Tony Tone's in the house. Hold on, we got to get a drum roll for the next young lady in the house. Lady T has returned. She's podcasting with us tonight. Drum roll, please. Tone not even paying attention. He don't care about.
I'm shaking my head to the drum roll, man. Hey. I was letting you do the drum roll. I was shaking my head to the drum roll. What's wrong with y'all today?
Lady T's in the house with us tonight, people.
No.
Lady
I thought
T.
we kept that off the air.
Welcome back to the show. So officially tonight, we can't be the Randy Tone Show. We will be Living Room TRT. This was our official original setup, and I'm just glad that you out here with us tonight.
I'm glad to be here.
She's in a very comfortable chair. I just want y'all to know that. Lord have mercy.
Can we say that for all of us?
Why
Okay,
does
so
my chair concern you?
No, it does, because I just wanted the people to know that.
He wanted to know about his chair.
We was up and down. You was in a comfortable.
You felt like it was like the boxes.
It was in a comfortable chair. You're relaxing. You're chilling. I'm gonna kick off tonight.
Also sure.
I'm gonna kick off tonight because I heard something that was said by Dr. Umar. Everybody know Dr. Umar. Are you familiar with Dr. Umar? Don't. Okay, girl. If you familiar with Dr. Umar, you familiar with Dr. Umar. Here we go.
Yes, but okay. I've heard it. I have not heard it pronounced.
Okay, so how you pronounce it?
I've heard
Umar.
Umar. But I'm interested to see what.
Why you so quiet?
What
I didn't know who the hell you was talking about till I got a little bit of description.
Are you having trouble? Are you having trouble over there? Are you all right?
Why do you think I'm having trouble? Because I said,
No,
that was to Tone.
The way you use the mask off, or you didn't know what to do?
I know what to do.
Okay.
I like to talk, and I don't feel like I could talk with the mask on.
Oh.
So I took it off to talk, and then when I'm not talking, I'm going to put it back on.
So let me just alliterate. He said something that I thought was funny. Let me alliterate. That's not a word?
Reiterate.
Oh, say it again?
Reiterate.
Reiterate?
Reiterate.
Okay. So I said it wrong. What did he say it again?
That reiterate.
Let
but
me
that is not what I heard.
I heard illiterate.
That is not what he's heard. That's not what he said.
I said illiterate.
I heard illuminate.
No,
or,
well.
Now I say illuminate.
Or reiterate. Whatever it was. Whatever.
Whatever, let's just recall.
What did
Can
you
we
hear
say
about
that?
Dr. Umar?
Can we say recall?
Just go on and tell us.
You're the one calling.
I thought it was funny because he said, you know, when Chinese or when West Indians or Spanish or Puerto Ricans or Dominicans, they get in trouble, they get deported. They can go back to their original countries, right? And he said something.
So wait.
Yeah, I got
Let's
this.
stop right.
Let me.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to finish, and
That just sounded all ass backwards.
Very problematic. Okay.
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 Let's.
I'm gonna let her go ahead.
Let's let me clear it up.
We understand.
Go ahead.
Let me
Go
just
ahead.
clarify that we
Clarify.
understand what you're saying.
All right, go ahead.
I think what you are attempting to begin your comment to say is that people who are immigrants, who are not U.S. citizens, regardless of their racial, ethnic background, right? Because when you just say Chinese,
yeah, Jamaican, and I'm like, what?
Okay, so I said it wrong. I apologize. Immigrants.
Okay, yes, because these are people who can actually be deported. That's what you're saying, right?
Immigrants.
Okay, so immigrants or illegal aliens.
So basically what I'm saying is when the immigrants get in trouble with the law, they can get deported. And we're supposed to be from Africa, which I thought he made a very good point. Where do we don't get deported? It was something to that effect.
I don't remember exactly.
I'm gonna look it up, but I'm telling you that I thought it made me look up a lot of things.
But what was the meaning of what was said? That's what I'm trying to
The
understand.
meaning of why I looked it up because I learned the difference now between freedom and liberty. And
okay, I don't see how freedom and liberty apply to this comment, and I would like
wait
to
a minute. First of all, it does apply to this comment 101%.
Wait for it. Wait
Wait
for it.
for it.
I'm gonna wait.
Now, because why it doesn't apply to the
No,
talk?
you help us understand. You can't make
Wait a
us
minute,
bring
wait a
out
minute.
questions out of something that we don't understand and make us put some understanding on it.
Okay, so
We're not gonna do
all
that.
right, what y'all two not gonna do? Ain't gonna be the gang up on
I
Rand.
didn't even say that. I didn't say that for like
It ain't gonna
2
be the
minutes. I was quiet for like 2 minutes.
Basically, what I'm saying is, and I might be saying it wrong, but basically what I'm saying, he made up a point of the fact that every time we marching for freedom, but we only have liberty. And I could understand why him saying white people are free and black people have liberty. There's a difference between being free and do what you want and have the liberty to express yourself.
So the black people that have liberty, they are not free?
I don't think anyone of color has any type of freedom.
Okay,
I
so
think
what
we
is
all-
considered to be freedom?
When you're able to basically do what you want to do, and we're not able to do what we want to do.
Why aren't we?
I don't know.
What is it that
Okay.
we can't do as a people?
You know? Go ahead.
Me?
Go ahead. Yeah, because you're ready to interject. Go ahead, put your needle in.
Because it sounds like what you're saying is that freedom equals whiteness, right? And then it sounds like you're saying that, like, because when you started from the beginning, you was talking about immigrants getting deported, right? And saying that, where are we gonna go, right?
them
Because
lights
we
look good.
supposed to be from Africa. But here's the thing: why are you deporting citizens?
No, the question I wanted to ask you guys, maybe I'm saying it wrong, but I wanted to ask you guys, where the hell we're supposed to go? Because he made the comment, I thought y'all didn't let me finish. Y'all jumped in.
I don't want you to think I got any ill feelings towards Dr. Umar. Like I've definitely like listened to his things before.
But what I was
and
saying
watched
is,
his videos,
I
so,
thought what he's
yeah.
saying was kind of crazy because he said that the immigrants. It's all right, brother. He said that the immigrants get deported. But then he said that as black citizens, we can't get deported because where they gonna send us?
True.
And my thing was, I didn't really understand that.
Well, why would we get deported if we were born here?
I don't know. That's why he didn't really get a chance. You know, he was on the morning show, Charlamagne the God.
Oh, he went on the morning show recently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I mean,
And I thought it was an unusual comment, so I thought I'd bring it up. But man, I didn't say it right. It didn't come out right. So now
So
here
we
we
chopped
are.
it down.
What you mean? Y'all chopped me so bad.
because you was talking about immigrants, and then you went to freedom, and then you went to something else, and it was like, whoa.
Talking about
how
liberty
did
and
we
freedom,
jump-
Alright, let
and
me
white
look.
how did we
people
jump
have
to those
freedom and we
places?
don't
I'ma
have
look, I'ma
liberty.
look.
I'm like,
Hold on,
what?
hold
Wait,
on.
what?
Hold on.
So what is it that we can't do as a people? I'm like, well, what
Hold on now.
I'm trying to see where my restraints is at, because I thought I can do anything I want to do.
No, you can't do anything.
And I
wrong.
thought
What I
maybe-
can't do? I can't
thought
fly a
maybe he was
plane.
gonna
What I can't
say,
do?
Like, the difference between like liberty and freedom is like the rights that you are able to exact, or I don't know. I thought it was going somewhere else though.
I couldn't give any help on any type of understanding, so I had to keep asking questions for he can make me understand some shit.
I couldn't get it out because she started laughing. What you laughing at?
I don't know what are y'all laughing at?
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me straighten up. Lord, hard. I done started the show off with some crazy shit.
Shit, it might be one of the days you need a commercial.
Yeah, I don't know what the... Okay, here we go. No, okay, you ready now?
I stay ready.
Okay.
Oh
Okay. Now here's, according to
What you need an Advil or something? You got a headache, Tone?
shit. No, I'm waiting for this. What
Go
he got
ahead,
to
go
come
ahead,
up
go
with.
ahead, go ahead, Randy. I'm sorry.
according to the whatever, according to liberty is the state
Your
of
phone.
the
According to your phone.
Wait, is it Wikipedia? Is it Wikipedia? Or is it YouTube?
Hey,
Is it?
I'm
That's
tired
why I
of-
just said according to your phone.
Yo,
'cause
I'm tired of both of y'all. The brother can't make a mistake or nothing.
Ooh.
Ain't no Wikipedia. It just says the dictionary.
Okay, the dictionary.
Okay, dictionary.com.
Okay, dictionary.com. Is that okay?
That's what you're going to.
Dictionary.com, people. They say it's okay. It's
Dr.
okay.
Umar. I didn't realize you was looking up the definition.
No, I'm just going off about what he said because I really.
Oh, I do look really low. I'm sorry.
It do look nice, right?
No, I realized the height thing that you were concerned about.
Oh shit.
I mean, because I'm short,
But you're in a comfortable chair.
And I'm comfy too. I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
The state of being free with the society from oppressive restriction imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views. That's liberty.
So we have the liberty to be sitting right here, right now, filming this in.
But we don't-
Given our level of expression.
But we don't have the freedom.
Okay, what's freedom?
Okay,
To tell me what I don't have.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking up freedom.
But how do you know that the definitions that you are looking up of these words
I
are
don't.
the same definitions that Dr. Umar used that brought you to the point that
Because
you thought was so fascinating?
Proper authenticity.
What the what?
I'm sorry, I need to not clap in the mic, but that was funny.
What the what? Say it again.
Do you have proper authenticity?
Okay. This
How
is going
reliable is dictionary.com?
It is reliable.
on. You know, y'all too.
Dictionary.com is reliable.
Y'all some mother.
I'm just asking for levels.
And this is the man, the first person to tell you grab your smart fucking phone.
I said, but
Grab
do
your-
smart. I
grab
say,
your smartphone.
Wait a minute. I say do smart things with your smartphone.
Well,
dude.
I'm looking
a
up
smartphone could do
smartphone.
some dumb shit.
I'm looking up the smartphone right now, and I'm looking up freedom. You just heard. Now, why you not looking up? Okay.
Cause this is your explanation.
Because I'm baffled at the fact I really thought liberty was really a way of freedom, and from what he's explaining to me, it's not. So I thought we would get into that, but I see I done started that off wrong.
No, you didn't.
Excuse me.
As long as you
Freedom
get
is the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or resistance or restraint.
Didn't I mention that earlier? I want to know what restraints I got.
So my whole
Cause you put restraints on me, talking about
So,
what I can't
but
do. I
that
don't
said-
have freedom.
So with that said, as minorities, do we have freedom or liberty? Because we are not able to speak
But why
without
are
restraint.
why are you considering these minorities, whatever whatever classification you
Because
want to give
they-
us? Why
Uh-huh.
do you feel like the minorities are monoliths? Like we all across the board don't experience these liberties
Yeah,
or don't experience these freedoms.
No, that's a good question.
yeah. That's what I asked earlier. I said, what freedoms that
Because
I
of the-
can't do?
Because of the things that we. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing that made me really pay attention to it. Because I had to notice the way we march. Are we marching properly? Are we marching for better liberty, or are we marching for freedom? See,
We marching so that the killers of Breonna Taylor get arrested and the people who
that's
continue
a
to
given. That's a
oppress
given.
us as a people get punished for their behaviors. That's why we marching.
I think it's the marches means more than that.
It does mean more than
it-
that, but I think too it's important to point out that there are different roles, and just because you're not marching in the street doesn't mean that you're not fighting for the cause or you're not moving this cause further along or helping our people in some way. If you've been going to work every day during this pandemic, then you are fighting a cause too, right? Your existence is resistance. I didn't come up with that. I stole that from somebody else. The existence is resistance thing. But I just feel like
This is what it's like when you record outside.
it's fine. I just whoop.
Yeah.
But I just think it's important to point out, like, yeah, people are marching and holding up signs, but just as much as people are marching, people are fighting, like John Lewis, fighting in the legislature
By
for
the way,
things
he
to
passed
change.
today.
I saw that John Lewis and
passed.
He didn't pass
Reverend
today.
C.T.
Yes, he did.
He passed last night.
Well, last night was
John Lewis, the congressman,
And
and
the,
Reverend C.T. Vivian
died too. Yes.
died.
At 92. Amen. Go ahead, continue though.
But there are different ways to fight the fight, right? Like, we're sitting here talking about issues today. Whoever these videos or this podcast reach, it could make a difference in how they choose to move forward. Whether or not a protest walks down their street, us having a conversation about it could change how they choose to move in life. So I just feel like the revolution is continuous, and it can come from any person or any way. It doesn't have to just be marching in the streets.
But that's my point. Are we marching for freedom or liberty? And I'm going to keep asking that because I don't think people understand the difference. Because it took me a minute to understand the difference because of the way he explained it made it so complicated. The way he presented it's like he made sense, but then it makes you say, Where immigrants who get arrested, they get deported.
Right.
But a black man can't get deported, but technically we're from Africa.
But we don't require papers.
I understand
or anything
that.
like that.
Yes, we do. Wait. We do require papers. We do require papers because we require numbers.
You talk about the Social Security number and the birth certificate.
Yes. That is your papers now.
But okay, so I think too. So I feel like I see what you're saying, but the reason sounds like it just seems cross, right? Because I feel like the point about immigrants getting deported and minorities or people of color who are citizens not getting deported.
But who is an immigrant?
Them, right?
As far
what
as our
happens
people.
to them is they go to prison,
Right. They don't get deported.
right? So I
That's
think
what I'm
that's
trying
the
to-
argument. What happens to them
Yeah.
is that they go to prison.
But
And-
because no, go ahead. You all right? See,
No, I
this
was
is
looking
new
at the
to,
bug on him.
this
Oh.
is new to you.
Yeah, but-
No, he
Mosquito
went
on
like
him.
that, and I was like,
No, he got a
"What?"
mosquito on him. It's about to bite him.
Oh, I gotta be ready.
He'll feel it in a minute.
my whole thing, what I'm not understanding is that he makes sense somewhat because technically we're supposed to be
He
from
makes a lot
Africa.
of sense. A lot of the things he say make sense.
From Africa, right? We're supposed to be technically,
Yeah, but
when we can't get deported, and you make
Because
a
we're
good
citizens.
Are we citizens? You have to understand that now.
okay,
That's
that's what you saying. That we are not. You're saying that it's like a caste system, like that we some lower level because we
Right.
don't have full access to freedom.
Right.
So like even though we citizens, you saying we don't have full access to the freedoms and liberties that white people have.
Right. Exactly what I'm saying.
So that goes back to my point that it sounds like you're saying freedom and you're equating freedom and liberty to whiteness.
If we have to put it in that terms for people to understand it, then yes, because I do believe. Okay, now let me understand this, and you're always on point with this. There is a book of laws written just for black people.
Okay.
I happened to see the book. I didn't really get a chance to read the book. The book is very rare.
It's just a lightning bug.
But I got to get it because, I got to get it. If
Look back in our prior shows, you see
Yeah,
a
I
bug that
did.
he actually ran from.
I got to get it because
It's a lightning bug.
it sits on you. You
That
got.
wasn't a lightning bug that was on his shoulder for about 20
Yeah,
minutes.
you see how fast I can move in a chair,
Uh-huh.
and the chair don't break.
I tell you, you
That's
want me to cushion your butt, and you're jumping.
That's the big guy stuff.
That's okay. I ain't
That's
helping
the-
his ass up.
Wait a minute. That's the big guy stuff.
Not
What
gonna
the-
do it.
What was that? You
That
slapped
was
the bug.
class.
Okay.
What? Watch yourself.
So I say you
You on
slapped the
camera.
bug.
Oh.
That's what I said. You smashed the
Is that
bug.
what you heard? 'Cause that ain't-
So the bug that she smashed, can it be deported? The bug didn't originate here. The bug don't have papers. But the bug does have rights.
You know this is gonna come up. I'm telling you, this is gonna come up because people got this shit.
It's
ass
not going to
backwards.
come up to find out why black people don't get deported.
People got this ass backwards.
We're
Just
going to
like,
deport us
Wait,
to
wait, wait.
Brooklyn.
I got a question.
just like they got New World Order
I got a
ass
serious
backwards.
question. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to get into this shit now.
I got a serious
Cause New
question.
World Order's ass backwards too. Go ahead, get your shit. Get it.
So
Go ahead.
you was talking about the
Go ahead.
protesters,
Oh,
right?
shit.
Yeah.
And when we talk about the protesters,
Smashes. ass.
when we talk about the protesters, you were saying that they're not all marching for the right reasons, right?
Right.
Like, are they marching for the right reasons? So my question is this: when we have so many people fighting the revolution in so many different facets, and they're every different ways of life and days of life, right? Why do the masses who are marching? Why do they need? Like, what do their individual? What does their individual knowledge matter? As long as they in the streets continually, right? Let's look at how long. Let's look at since George Floyd, right? They've been in the streets nonstop. We've been in the streets nonstop protesting. Now, you can't guarantee me that every single person who been out in the streets holding a sign, screaming, right, who was really there for the movement, understood why they were there, or understood their why, or understood to the level that you felt was necessary as far as freedom and liberty is concerned.
Well, first get it understood that everybody there, well, wasn't there for the same reason. There
But
are
I'm
people
talking about the people, we're not talking about those bad,
them looters.
the looters,
Okay.
the bad people, the anti.
We're talking about the people who march.
We talking about the
actually
people
marching
who
for a
saying,
purpose.
Our
I'm
marching.
here for our people. I'm here for
Talking
our
about our
trans
marches.
people.
Okay.
Black Lives Matter. All lives,
All
not
lives.
all lives matter, but like all Black Lives Matter is what I'm saying. Like
Yes,
trans
yes.
or women or any creed. Or if you black, your life matter, right? I'm saying those people who are there for it. What does it matter? Their individual knowledge.
See, and I always say that's what they're counting on. They're counting on us to be on the front line, but not know why we're on the front line.
But why does it matter?
It
that the
does
people,
matter.
No,
It-
but when you at war,
So
and
you
they
think you
saying,
don't know why they're there? People are just there?
I think you have a lot of people who are there, and what she's saying, it makes a good point. There are people who are there to express what happened to certain individuals who were black,
Right.
because they were done by the hands of the police officers.
Right.
Those marches are primarily there for rights, for
Okay.
civil rights were violated. You might as well say
It's basically for change.
yeah,
Period.
And this is one of my whole point I'm trying to get to.
Okay.
We're marching for change. But what about if a person who's marching for the change doesn't understand the change?
But why do they have to understand? And
Why
what
would he
does it
not
matter?
understand?
Do you think that John Lewis was thinking the same exact thing he was thinking when he was marching at 21? That he was thinking when he was marching at 55?
No,
60?
no, because your whole dynamic of thinking is different, and I get that. That's a good point. But that's my point. You have the youth out there who don't know, so your mind is
You have
is
youth that's protesting
not
that you're saying
educated.
don't know.
They're not educated on the march. They're educated on the protest. It's a difference.
Well, they're educated on why they're there.
It's a difference. It is a difference.
Oh.
Everybody doesn't have the same agenda while they're there.
Right.
And
but they have their individual agenda.
here's
though.
a perfect example. We had this conversation, Tone and I. We did this. Sat down with Hawk Newsom, and one thing he made clear that there are a lot of other people doing the same thing, but everybody does not have the same agenda.
Right.
So you have some people who are marching, some people who are protesters, and some people who are there fighting for civil rights.
So wait, are you saying that
To
the
me, all that would
people-
seem to be the same cause.
Exactly.
It is not the
So
same
are you
cause.
saying that?
It's the cause is change. What direction you want that change, whether it's for the individuals you mentioned or just for the initiating just change.
It can't.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. We interrupted you.
No, I'm listening.
But you can't tell me not like I say, I'm not gonna say that. That's wrong to say. What I'm trying to explain to you is that you're telling me that everything falls under one: civil rights, freedom, liberty, all of that falls under one, and it doesn't. They all
I'm not
mean
saying
they
that.
all mean yeah, but you said basically the
I'm saying the individuals that's there are there for their individual reason.
But-
Whether, like you said, it's for the brother passing, the sister passing, or they're just for the initial of this civil rights period on how we need change. Based on the police or even fighting or black on black crime. All that's all in one basket. We need change. There's some people that's just there for change. It don't have to be individual because it's not an individual thing. It's us as a people.
So
we
you-
as
But
a
I
people.
also feel like most people who are in the streets protesting are expressing their visceral anger for the
Some-
actions at this moment. Not everybody,
Right.
but en masse. Like this is a
Right.
productive, active way that I can express my anger or my disdain
Mm-hmm.
or my roller coaster of emotions that I'm experiencing
Totally.
every single fucking time. I pick up the cell phone, I open up the social media,
So
I
much.
turn
It's
on the
one of our
news,
black
I
people
turn on the
getting killed.
radio, I open
Whether
the
we
news
doing it to
paper.
ourselves or
I
police
say
doing it
good
to us
morning
or
to my
whatever.
neighbor. I'm hearing another black life. Didn't matter,
Mm-hmm.
right? So why, like, those people who are protesting, that's just the best way that they felt at that moment to express their emotions, right? But I feel like everybody doesn't stay in that space. Like if you think about like Tamika Mallory, yeah, she out there protesting, but she not just screaming in the streets. She in the office. She's planning. She's on the Zoom.
Hold on.
She's doing more. She's being a full-out activist.
If I may
go, it's
intervene.
on you. I'm done.
Because she brought up Tamika Mallory, and I think that's a good point where you just went with that. You see the difference of a young lady who's organized and knows where she's going. She's not on the street yelling and screaming. Don't get me wrong. The protesters, they're definitely needed.
Okay, she's not on the street.
But a lot of, because she was educated.
Right.
She was educated on her fight. A lot of them are marching in a fight they know nothing about.
Hold up.
Why you say they know nothing
because
about?
Their whole
I
thing,
just wanted to make a point. Though,
hold on. Their whole thing, and don't get me wrong, I'm very inspired that the youth are willing to step up. But their whole thing is retaliation.
Nah,
it's
I think you're making blanket comments. I think you're making blanket comments about the youth. And you don't know the youth that's out here fighting their fight. Number one.
No, wait a minute now. No.
Number two, and I did not say shade, but I think like you saying.
I'm not making I'm saying that the youth. I'm saying that most of the youth who are out there on the front line don't know why they're on the front line.
I think you're wrong about that because a lot of the youth that I'm seeing now are much more educated than we were when we was that age.
I just don't see a lot.
And they know what they're doing.
You don't see it because
and they're the ones that want change.
Because you're not on the platforms that they own.
That's where we getting the change from. We're not getting the change from our age.
Here we
We're
go.
getting change from the youth.
Here's the point right here. Here's the point right here. Right. The youth. TikTok. TikTok is. I'm over 30. Right? I'm not on TikTok. There's a lot of people on TikTok. Most people I know on TikTok is between the ages of 5 and 25, right? The youth on TikTok went and registered and got tickets to Trump rally with the intention to not go to the rally so that he would have low attendance.
I know that.
That was their form of protest. That wasn't everybody, but my point is, like, you making blanket statements about these youth who are marching and them not knowing what's going on.
Not knowing why they're marching.
But evidence shows that they do know. Tamika Mallory, she 40. She been doing this for a minute. There's a lot of powerful young people who are following in her footsteps, but who are out here not just screaming from the rooftops, but they on TikTok or they on social media and they are galvanizing thousands
I never said
of people.
I never said they weren't intelligent. I said they weren't educated on what they were marching for. That's what I said.
But what qualifies you to say that? Or what evidence gave you? What evidence did you get to qualify?
If you step out there, I've been listening to the news. A lot of them don't understand if this is about freedom, if this is about liberty, if this is about your civil rights, or is this about your citizenship. A lot of them do not understand. That doesn't mean they're not intelligent to know who to suppress or who door to knock on to aggravate. I never said that.
Okay, so you saying you glad they here for the cause, but they need more.
They're
education.
the only ones here for the cause.
And they need
but
more
I think that a lot of them are not educated enough to know why they're marching. They're in the march. They know the reason for the march. But I don't think a lot of them know why.
But I also feel like, who cares and why does that matter if they're not making the decisions? If they're not making the decisions to make the change, then what does it matter what they know or what they're educated about? Hopefully, them participating in the movement will give them access to the information. People who originally believed in the Black Panthers was like, yeah, Black Panther Party, but they didn't understand all of it until they went into the education. First you get hype, then you get educated. So are you saying that these protesters now need to be better educated on the real cause that they quote unquote have joined up for and are making signs and waving for?
No, the signs and all that none of that bothers me. What bothers me, like I always said, what is the real cause? And I keep saying this to people. I'm trying to educate myself on the difference between freedom, liberty, and civil rights and human rights, because they're all different. They're all not the same. Each person picks a category which he chooses to fight. Some people fight for liberty. Some people fight for freedom. Some people fight for human rights. Some people fight for civil rights. When you have a matter of police officers killing minorities in the street.
What category is that?
Exactly.
No, I'm asking you.
You can't determine because of the way. Go ahead, because
No, I'm waiting for an answer from you.
the way-
What category is that?
I'm
if
answering
you
it.
standing there fighting,
answering
go
it.
ahead.
Because if the way you look at it, the first thing you tell you is that officer violated his human rights. But yet you taking the offer to the civil court because his liberty was in jeopardy and he took away his freedom.
But that's institutionalized racism.
But
that's not the definition between freedom and liberty.
It's not about the definition. It's about what people understand. And most people don't understand the definition, because if you ask a person what is liberty, they'll tell you freedom. And if you ask a person what is freedom, it's being able to do what you want to do. And there's a difference. We're able to march. We're able to speak, but it depends on what we say. I had to look at that, and I had to look at the way that the Ku Klux Klan and other white organizations march. You have to really go back and look at that. It took me so much by surprise, I had to go back to the days of the Crusade. And I know you think I'm crazy.
I'm trying to catch the point. Keep
Because
going.
my whole point is, I think a lot of us are missing what's happening right now. I think that, damn, we are really dark. Y'all gotta really, I'm telling you, we are really, unless that's the way I'm looking at it on the
This
screen.
is the melanin that's popping. See it, that's why